Okay, take two because I think I forgot to hit the little microphone on when I did a sound check video, a few second sound check video to make sure it was working, and then when I did the real thing, it was off. So, I'm so sorry. I said something like this in the last one too, but I appreciate you very much for listening to my presentation and giving me the time I needed. I'm super extra ridiculously nervous now because that first submission did not work. Anyways, this is my capstone project. It's called SubTracker. It's a personal finance management web application that helps users stay on top of recurring payments and account balances. So, problem and proposed solution. Um, some people, like me, struggle with keeping track of small or large reoccurring payments like monthly Wi-Fi or streaming services, or maybe you forget that your twice a year car insurance payments coming up. And this can drain your account quickly. So my proposed solution was to create a web-based application that tracks account balances, manual and recurring transactions, and then calendar and statement views of strictly like a big statement, but strictly auto payments. So the goal was to help users avoid overdrafts and stay financially aware and organized. Planning the project. So I started by creating a SRS document to define what features the application needed. I played around with entity relationship diagrams a little bit to model accounts, transactions, and auto payments and how they would relate. I prioritized getting the account creation working, manual transactions flowing into a clean UI, and auto payment logic automated. Once the foundational features were solid, I moved on to polishing the experience. So user testing and changes made. Unfortunately, I didn't have any other user aside from myself here at home look at it at all. I wish I did. But from what I noticed, pretending to be somebody else and testing it was that the drop down for account selection wasn't obvious. That took me a long time. So when I first made the drop down menu, I thought that it was just a text box because there was no arrow. Um, so I noticed that the interface just like lacked visual polish. It's looking decent now, and then the auto payment button was confusing. It's actually still there, but you don't see it unless you actually go to this. So I still need to get rid of that, but it's not hurting anything right now. All this does was before I had the logic keep track of the auto payments and automatically subtract the amounts from the balance by like checking the calendar.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running. That's why at Grainger, we're here for you with professional grade industrial supply.
Okay, so sorry, that was YouTube randomly starting up from when I was uploading the video the first time. But so yeah, what I made this button for was before I had the logic automatically do its thing for auto payments, when I would run the app, I could just hit this button and then it would do it and show me. It would just do it like by manually pushing this button instead of automatically when I ran the app. So as a result, I styled drop downs to better indicate interactivity, like I just showed you before right here. It actually looks like a drop down menu. It's obvious. I improved button labels and layouts like this part. Whereas before my homepage just kind of sucked, like I had to keep going to like slash whatever up here. And then I adjusted the auto payment processor to be clearer and run at the right time. So added features and why. Originally, I planned on only basic balance tracking when I first started, but over time, I added an auto payment system that generates transactions either by like a frequency interval and a frequency unit. So frequency interval 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, frequency unit daily, monthly, weekly, yearly. Um, and then the calendar view is in progress to visually display upcoming charges. And then a statement view with clear database filtering. These features make the app more practical and user friendly. They were added in direct response to my personal feedback as a web app tester. Um, Technology stack and choices. I used ASP.NET Core MVC, which has been proven to be great for full stack C# development and easy integration with Razor Pages. I used Entity Framework Core, simplified working with SQL Server. I used Bootstrap, which provided responsive layouts quickly. I used Visual Studio and GitHub for IDE and version control. I used SSMS for direct SQL queries during testing and debugging. So I stuck with tech that I learned during the program, but I pushed myself to write production style code and organize things cleanly with services, view models, and controllers. Um, what went well and what I would do differently. So what went well is I'm proud of how clean the controller and data models ended up, and the auto payment processor actually works as intended. So what I would do differently is I would have made the balance math consistent earlier. I do have kind of a big issue right now. The math, the balance that it shows is not right for some reason, and I thought it was, and I just recently found out it wasn't. Um, So I wish I would have fixed that, noticed that and fixed it earlier. And then I also maybe would have added automated tests instead of doing the manual testing. Um, Future improvements. So given more time, I'd love to finalize the calendar view, um, maybe even with like drag and drop rescheduling. And then add email or text notifications before auto payments run. And then integrate with something like Plaid or a bank API for real transactions. So, like whenever you, um, it could keep track of your balance from the accounts, and then it could like whenever you sign up for a subscription, it just automatically adds it in there for you. And then also, of course, I would improve it in the future by using a secure login. Um, so the demo and code walkthrough. So this is the app running. Let's create a new account. I don't know if this part of the video would be good. Okay. Anyways, so let's do demo 2. Balance 1000. Okay, and then those are all of our accounts. Let's go home. Demo 2. Let's add a transaction, and we can put a balance in from last year, a couple years ago. Let's do the end of 2023. How about? And then let's do $10. Oh no, this is a deposit, right? Let's do another 1,000. No, oh, clicked the wrong button. Okay, and then let's add an auto payment. Let's just go back to this. We'll do 1 month. Every month is going to be this auto payment starting October 17, 24. So you can see that it lists it in order. So we started with 1,000 back here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, it did it right. Maybe it does do it right. Look at that. Okay, that's good. Um, so let's look at the auto payment logic, I guess. So in the home controller, I should still have it pulled up from the last time I demoed it without sound. Dear Lord Jesus, please let this demo have sound. Let's see where it calls the async. This is where it calls run async and the index method, and then the actual run async method. I think this might be the wrong file. Dang it, I forgot where the async run. Oh, maybe it's here. This is the run async method in my auto payment processor service. And then the balance is calculated. Actually, I think that part's in here. There's a sum. I think it's the thing I just had highlighted a minute ago. Something with a sum async right here. This is where the balance is calculated. So thank you for watching my SubTracker demo. I hope to God that you did watch it. I am so sorry. I really wanted this to be better. Um, please, dear God, Jesse, accept this. I'm so sorry that it posted late, and I'm so sorry it posted without the sound. Jesus Christ, I pray that this sound worked this time. So anyways, sorry for being dramatic. I really appreciate you. Thank you for watching my demo. I learned a ton about full stack development, problem solving, building something from scratch. I'm excited to keep improving this app actually and using what I learned in real world projects.